What Lemuria was like before Atlantis. If you always felt like your soul came here with the mission of love, if you cry when the earth suffers, and you see beauty where others see none, you may be remembering Lemuria. Possible indicators. You have a naturally kind and gentle and nurturing aura. You feel deeply connected to the earth, especially ocean, mountains, and the rainforest. And you're drawn to spiritual or natural living, plant-based eating, energy healing, or herbalism. You express yourself through art, sound, or touch. You have a magnetic softness, yet a quiet wildness that's not easily tamed. Lemurians were guardians of earth and embodiments of the divine feminine light. Lemurians were oceanic by nature. Some say they lived both on land and beneath the water. So some Lemurians lived on land and water, and some were on land, and some were just in water. Their spirits moved like waves, sensitive, emotional, and fluid. You might feel at home near the sea or have a mysterious fear of deep water as if you've drowned before. Indicators? You're drawn to whales, dolphins, mermaids, sirens, or sea dragons. You feel the energy of rivers, rainfall, and tides shifting your body and emotions. Even taking a shower. You speak to animals or feel like they understand you. You work with crystals, herbs, or elemental beings without formal training. It just comes naturally. So you could have just been doing this stuff since you were a kid. So multidimensional memory and psychic gifts. Lemurians weren't just physical beings. They were multidimensional, interdimensional, and they accessed dream realms, astral travel, and energetic communication with ease. Their third eyes were once external, literally on the back of their head, before their vision turned inward after the fall of Atlantis. So indicators. You experience lucid dreams, vivid visions, or astral projection. You pick up on others' thoughts or emotions as if they were your own. You have memories, flashes, or downloads of underwater temples, crystal cities, or strange languages. You feel a deep connection to Venus, Sirius, the Pleiades, or the moon. Lemuria was a multi-dimensional bridge between stars, earth, and spirit. And Lemuria, to create, was to pray. Sound was a sacred technology. Communities lived by feeling and not force. They built temples with intention, sang to the stars, and lived in tribes that honored the feminine in all. So some say that they could live up to 1,000 years in our perspective. They had sound-based communication, so songs, tones, chants, mantras, yantras, spiritual practices, dancing, singing, weaving, bathing in sacred waters, known as weavers of light and keepers of the flame. Public temples were open spaces for love, learning, and energy healing. If you feel modern life is too harsh if you feel like modern life is too harsh, too disconnected, it's because your soul once lived in a place where unity was the norm. So Lemurians were in unity consciousness, which is kind of what we're getting back to, which is basically what we're getting back to on the new Earth, which is online now. And that's the 5D, the 6D that you hear people talking about. Lemuria eventually fell, not in one day, but over generations. As polarity entered through reversal ETs, balance began to fracture. Ego replaced intuition, appearance replaced essence. Some Lemurians retreated underground, others left Earth entirely, and some chose to stay and reincarnate across time to help rebuild. Indicators. You feel like you're here on a mission. You felt grief, homesickness, or a sadness you can't explain. You fear being too sensitive, yet it's your greatest gift. And you carry both a deep love for humanity and a deep pain from its fall. You remember the loss because you lived the light. Today, Lemurian souls are awakening across the earth. They are healers, empaths, grid keepers, artists, birth workers, and teachers. Though they appear human, they carry the DNA of an ancient promise. So they have at least the 12D strand of DNA. You shift quickly between 3D, 4D, and 5D consciousness. You have extrasensory gifts, clairsentience, clairvoyance, energy healing. You value equality, oneness, and unity. You reject domination, control systems, and consumerism, and you are here to help Earth ascend. Lemuria wasn't just a place, it was a frequency, and that frequency is rising once again through you. If this stirred something ancient in your soul, it's because you've done this before. You were the song, the temple, the light, and now you are here to return. You are the return. Remember who you are. You are Lemurian.